get it. Let's get it. Oh, I gotta pop out the chat. Gotta pop it out, boys. Let's pop that out. Right. Let's pop it out. Move it over. There we go. All right. We're set, I think. I think we are. Welcome to Make a Path MAPP Weekly. Whatever. I screwed up the intro. I do every week. It's such an awkward thing. I should get a specific setup. You know, like snort a line of coke and then go live immediately, and then you'll just be zipping. What's cracking, G? My knuckles. Anyway. Dad jokes. Anyway, I'm going to give it a minute. You guys know the drill. Usually takes a few minutes. I am like 15 minutes late, though. 20 minutes, maybe. I like to start around 10:30. We are going to do one or two coming up a little bit early. I don't want to confuse people when The Walking Dead returns, though. Obviously, it'll be right after The Walking Dead. But we will have a couple early. I'll put it in the community tab when it's early, though. Or when we change, like when we cancel it or when we do it early. I'll put in the community tab what's going on, any changes. Let me see. Yeah, Game of Thrones, yo. I do want to talk about that. Woo! Listen. I looked at my email just before I was going to go live. Can you guys hear me good? And HBO sent out emails to everyone on their email list that has HBO. And it was the trailer, the little gift trailer. Yo, that shit got me pumped. I cannot wait for that. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this shit got me pumped as hell. The Walking Dead, that's coming back soon, too. I'm excited about that. We only got 1 month now, right? A little under 1 month because it comes back February 10th. And it's, January 13th? So, listen, man. I can't wait. January is always like that drag month. Right after holidays, after the rush and the excitement and build up. And then January hits and it kind of dies off a little bit. And it settles into this uncomfortable kind of you're hyped, for the end of the year, beginning of the new year. You got things going on, whoop-de-whoop, and then a lot of entertainment stuff kind of slows down, a lot of other stuff slows down, and it's just kind of like a lull, like a dragging lull. But shit's about to pick back up, especially with The Walking Dead returning in February. Game of Thrones coming in April. Stranger Things Season 2 coming in July. Oh, man. Yo, that's the best gift, too, because I absolutely loved the holiday, just July 4th. It's probably one of my all-time favorites. Just I don't know, just the vibe, the fireworks and yada yada yada. Having a fireworks show, put the kid to bed and then sit down and watch a little bit of Stranger Things. Listen, man, I'm getting twisted that night and just chilling. What got me pumped? HBO put out a little teaser. It's John and his sisters walking through the where they got the statues of all the dead relatives and shit underground, and this mist pours in, and it gets this really dramatic, creepy tone. Well, first they see a monument to themselves, and I'm assuming, keep in mind, I only watched the Game of Thrones episodes once through, and it's been a little bit. I haven't rewatched them, but I'm assuming they only make monuments of those who have passed, who have died. So they walk up and they see their own monuments, and then that mist, comes in, and you got that really creepy vibe. Check it out. It's a small tease. I don't think it's an actual scene from the show, unless it's some type of weird dream. I could see that. Maybe, I don't know. But I think it's kind of like a teaser just for us, to get us hyped for what's coming up with Game of Thrones. And I think that's off the hook. I love when they do shit like that. Because then it's symbolic to what's going on with the story, but it don't spoil nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your butthole is clenched, huh? Too much info, brother. Too much motherfucking info. I hate belts when I'm sitting down. Absolutely hate it. So I took it off. Don't worry, I still got my pants on. Anyone else hear a beeping sound? I don't know what that could be. Maybe somebody outside. Doomsday Kingdom update. We're in the shipping phase right now. Well, the Doomsday Kingdom, the orders were in the shipping phase. That's pretty much it. I'm going to start... And again, I don't know how to do this because I can't put order numbers out there, obviously. But I can just simply say what months we're on. I'll start putting it out on Twitter. Obviously, the main thing is going to be... I got a big update coming to the website where it's going to tell you specifically what months, and I think we're going to be able to say, okay, we're working on order numbers like 1,500 to 1,800. I think that's easy and that's clear. That way, if your order is 1,650, you'll be like, oh, okay, so that's where you guys are in a thing. The tricky part is there's some people who they ordered first, but they wanted like a big package that involves shipping back and forth to the UK. That's obviously going to be later than someone who's in the U.S. and just ordered the comic. Unfortunately, they're just because of having to ship to the UK and back, those people will get theirs shipped out right away. Because when we're waiting for things to go to the UK and back, I'm not just sitting here holding orders. I'm actually shipping orders. Whatever I can ship right now, I'm trying to get it shipped. Everything else, we're just waiting on signatures and we're waiting on customs and stuff like that. But it's all good news. All stock is bought. Your money wasn't taken to the strip club. I didn't snort coke off a hooker's back or nothing. Well, not with your money. Okay, bad joke. Anyway, so we got all the stock. Everything's rocking and rolling. The only thing we didn't pick up were the posters yet. I'm getting them this week. Real hyped about that. That was actually my fault. There's only a few orders in for posters, and those are easy because they're local from me. But that was my fault completely because when the... let me put this on mute. When the hard drive broke, got destroyed, I put a couple things on hold because I just forgot about small things like that. And I think there's a couple replacement copies for... something that I had to order, but the printer said they're going to ship them out ASAP. So that'll be here to replace some things before I even get the stock back from the UK. So I'm not really worried about that unless they're lying to me and this shit's going wrong. I'm not going to get into anyone else's border death predictions until my video goes up. I want my prediction video untainted, which should be either this end of this week or next week. I don't see any reason to hold off any longer on that. I wanted it close to when The Walking Dead returns, so we got the Scars video coming this week. That one was a mess. I did it already. It was two separate videos. One video was a small one. We looked at Daryl's scars, and I don't know. Part of me felt like this is pointless. I'm just going to combine them, so I'm re-editing them, and then we'll put out that this week, and then next week our big video will be the death prediction. Unless I have the time to get them both out this week, that'd be cool. So episode 3 comes out this Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with anything with Clementine's story. The Telltales, the old Telltales, The Walking Dead, until episode 4. I want to run through the whole series back to back. Not only that, once I get the Elgato, I'm going to wait till the end of this month, and the Elgato was cheaper. I think it fell down in price to $140. I had a couple other, money things that came up, fixes with the car, different things like that I didn't expect. So I'm just holding off. I want to make sure I'm good. And then I'm copping the Elgato because the Aver Live Media just isn't working for me. And then we're going to, obviously, we have the Fortnite videos constantly going up on the second channel. And then we're going to finish off The Last of Us, make sure that's done. I do want to visit a couple videos talking about Last of Us 2, and this is as far as gaming. And then we are going to have a couple live streams, when The Walking Dead isn't on, where we got some gameplay coming. So I do want to finish The Last of Us and then go into the Walking Dead just to get that done. And I would like to revisit Outlast for a little bit. Maybe we can finish that first part. I'm not playing all of I think there's like Outlast, the part 2, and then like there's like a DLC for like half a part or a prequel or something. I don't think I'm gonna play the whole series, to be honest, because I do enjoy it. I think it's worth a try, but like I explained before, not being interactive and being able to do things other than run away from people, it's fun for a little bit for me, but after that, it gets. I just can't. I can't just keep running away. Like, I want to do something. I want to fight, or you know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I feel about that. Let me see. What else we got? Anyone see Black Mirror movie? Is you talking about Banderdash or whatever? I didn't like that too much. I appreciated the acting and the charisma, especially from one of the developers and stuff in the actual show. I appreciated what they were going for, but the story itself and the different stories you can pick and choose, it didn't really do anything for me. But I definitely appreciate the work that went into that. Have you seen the trailer for the Netflix Korean zombie movie Kingdom? No, and I'm not happy that there's a zombie movie called Kingdom. I'm not happy at all. There's probably a bunch that old ones that I forgot about, but oh, it's too close to Doomsday Kingdom. I'm not happy about that at all, because I thought that would be one of the most unique. Maybe I was being naive about it, but I thought that would be one of the most unique ideas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, I didn't hear anything about the Breaking Bad movies, and I don't have a favorite NFL team. I don't even watch football. Yeah, I might look sleepy. I've been staying up real late. Let me get into the update since we got a few people in here, and then I will get into the rest of these questions quick. But I'm going to shut down my camera just for a second. We do have, if you missed it, I know some people aren't getting updates in their notification box, but we have, I want to start showing love to the Predator monsters themselves. So I went ahead and got these 2 new Predator releases from NECA. Really cool looking monster designs for the Predators. I posted that today. It's a back-to-back review of the new release. I have 3 other Predators from NECA I wasn't expecting to review, but they're on their way and they'll be here in about a week or 2. We're going to review those as well. They look really cool. Really, really cool. And then we have some Walking Dead ones with the Whisperer trailer. We got a MAPP mail video and then the Telltale's The Walking Dead. But also on the second channel, I keep getting people asking where the Fortnite videos are. The Fortnite videos, the daily Fortnite videos are on the Ronnie Hayes channel. They're not on the MAPP video, the MAPP channel. We will have the Fortnite compilation videos, some big edited ones, polished videos. They will be on Make a Path Presents, but for the most part, I don't want to flood Make a Path Presents with the Fortnite stuff when the Ronnie Hayes channel is for, the times where we're playing a video game and we upload 5 videos in one day and we can flood the feed with that. So if you're interested in the Fortnite ones, we have a few re-uploads from MAPP, but there's also the Jump Scare one is new. The Karma Strikes Hard with the bad internet, that one's new. The Toxic Victory and the Peekaboo skin, those are all new. If you guys want to check those out. We got the Lord Default Jonesy Fortnite statue from China, which is hilarious, and it's freaking awesome. That is new. That's on the channel. And then we got some Fortnite figure reviews and stuff. And then as well as, this is going to be a channel under the MAPP umbrella. It's called DD Gaming, and there's going to be a load of Fortnite at first, and I'm even in here too. I'll be featured in some of these videos. This is my cousin, and we have some duo gameplays in here, but there's going to be a lot more coming. I've been working with him to help get his channel up and going, and he's got a lot more content coming, but that's going to be a lot of gaming stuff, so that's going to fall under the MAPP umbrella. So if anyone's interested, you can go ahead and subscribe or wait until we get a little more content uploaded. It's up to you, but if you want to subscribe, this is how the banner looks and everything, or just look up this 15 kill Siphon gameplay, Xbox One for Fortnite. And then the Ronnie Hayes channel, I got all the links down in the video description, and I'll put my camera back up. If I could find the button, if I could find that button. And then let's get back into some of these comments. Do you hate belts because they make your belly stick out? I have the same issue. No. I put on some weight, but I haven't gotten I haven't gotten there yet. It's just how it crunches. It's just there. You know what I mean? It's just like there. It's just irritating. I don't know. For the most part, I don't even like button jeans when you sit down. I don't like anything tight or anything that is just there. Like, you know, jeans kind of fold up in the crotch area, and it just sucks, you know. And I think that's probably why people enjoy wearing sweats or slacks or something when they're sitting down, because it's comfy. I enjoy shit like that, you know what I mean, because it's comfy. Jeans and belts and stuff sitting for long periods of time, it's just annoying. Even when I wear pants that need a belt, I ain't wearing no belt when I sit down, or I'll unbuckle it. You know, it's just not comfortable. Ronnie, Resident Evil 2 remake on PS4 in a few weeks. You excited? I'm very excited. I'm so excited I didn't even take a peek, not one little peek at the demo, not any of the stuff they put out at all. Not even a little bit, because I want to go in all blind. I watched that trailer that we watched on this channel, and then after that I was like, nah, I'm not looking into nothing else. Thank you very much for the Patreon dono from Meowcat Bissy. One of these days I want to call you Meowcat Bitchy. It just feels like it rings. You know, it has a ring to it. Don't ask me why. I look at it quick. It says Bissy. It is Bissy, right? And I think in my head, bitchy. You're not bitchy. I'm just saying. It has a ring to it. Yeah, thank you very much for the direct dono on PayPal. I appreciate that. Fortnite, Black Mirror. Check out Black Monday. Great new show on Showtime. Black Monday. I never heard of that. I'm looking forward to the Game of Thrones more than The Walking Dead this year. Don't cut your hair. Leave your hair like that. It looks good, man. I gotta get it trimmed. I don't know what to do with it, man. I gotta get it trimmed. Thoughts on Movie Idol? Oh yeah, we're not gonna go into any of that until I do my own prediction. What was the best Christmas gift you have ever gotten? Oh man, that's rough. I don't know. I mean, the best is probably when you're a kid. I think that's when it's the most, you know what I'm saying? Nintendo, the NES, you know, when I was little. It's either the NES or maybe like the PlayStation. For our family, I don't know about some of y'all, but for our family, especially when it came to game consoles, that wasn't something that you just got. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew not to even ask. Like, you just didn't get a game console unless it was Christmas. You know, you might get a pack of trading cards, you know, the Batman and the Ninja Turtles with a piece of gum. You might get like that between the holidays and stuff, but when it came to the holidays, that's when you knew you might get like the NES. And the NES, I remember opening it and being like, oh, this is neat, this is cool. And it wasn't until after, when I look back on it, once I played it, and I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? I didn't realize how neat this was. It looks dated now, but I remember being like 6. Me and my brother, they had us open it at the same time. And there's even a picture. I could have sworn I had it in the office, but I guess I don't. But I did post it on social media one time. Me and my brother sitting down opening the NES for the first time back in the 80s. Man, that was the bomb. But I think one of the best was like PlayStation. Pennsylvania, snowing, snow all over the place. You don't have school. We just had Christmas. You come home, you got a few new games, you put it in. You ain't got a care in the world, no bills. You didn't get no bitch pregnant. You know what I mean? None of that shit. And then you just play a game, you know? So, yeah. That's probably the best. But then being an adult, what is the best Christmas present? I've gotten so many cool shit that I appreciate. It's hard to be like, because when you're an adult, you start appreciating where it comes from a lot more than just, you know, something cool for you. So it's hard. I appreciate every little bit I get. It's hard to pick a favorite. All right. For some reason, there we go. We're caught up. Don't shame you. Don't shame me, you monster. I'm starting a hashtag on Twitter right now to cancel you. Oh, I don't know what you mean. I'm getting at least 2 copies of every Doomsday Kingdom issue so that I have one of each in the wrapper where it's against the white cardboard thingy. Yeah, the white backboard. That just keeps them from getting bent and stuff. I think officially comic book like collectors, I think they change them out every few years. I don't know. They got like acid-free ones or ridiculously acid-free that you don't ever have to change in a lifetime. But I heard that the other day, and I was like, wait a minute, you change those out every few years, That means I got to go through all my Walking Dead ones and change them out? Listen, that's not happening. That is not happening. Unless maybe it's a holy grail. Appreciate that $5 dono, dude, guys. Appreciate that. What's your favorite standalone Marvel movie? Probably Infinity War. Standalone? I don't know. Yeah, I'm still picking Infinity War. Ronnie, just watched Bone Tomahawk, and it was crazy. Have you seen it? And if so, what do you think? Somebody banned Brandon Battiano. I don't know. Who cares what his fucking name is? Ban him now. I'm just joking. Don't ban him. What are you talking about? Have I seen it? Are you shitting me? I've been praising that movie for 2 years now. Fuck out of here. You said that just to trigger me, didn't you? I love that movie. You shitting? I got the DVD. I got the Steelbook. If they made fucking anything else, I'd get that too. Love that shit, man. I love it. Episode 3 comes out this Tuesday. Would you rather live in the world of The Last of Us or The Walking Dead? Shit, probably The Walking Dead, man. The Last of Us looks like it's hell. Did you notice that? The Walking Dead too, but at least the walkers don't run. Did you notice that the whispers in the head-turning teaser is one of the whispers we see looking at Beta and Alpha? I was assuming so, yeah. I'm not really picking out, this whisper here and this whisper there until we get a little bit more. I just assumed, they're going to be the same. That's in the group. Will you watch, did I say Male Stripper? I don't think I did. Will you watch the show Passage, a TV series on Fox with the infected crazy people that starts? I haven't even heard about that. I'll look it up, though. Apparently, each episode of Game of Thrones Season 8 is movie length. I don't know anything about it, to be honest. Q&A, if you have a concrete wall instead of a fence to the prison, would the governor have gotten inside? Absolutely. If not, there is no story to tell. Is it true that you gave up on Fear? Yes, it is true. I'm done with Fear. Hey, Ronnie, when is more The Last of Us 2 news? Bro, I don't know. I'm hoping. It's 2019. I'm hoping that starts kicking up soon. Dude, guys, with a $2 dono. YouTube's at 311 subscribers. 689 from first K. It'll happen, bud. You got to do daily. Keep in mind, no matter how worn down you get, just make sure you're constantly uploading. What would make you quit The Walking Dead like you did Fear? A stupid storyline. A really stupid storyline. Making it feel like it's wasting my time as well. I just felt like Fear was wasting my time. I wish Darabont was in charge of The Walking Dead to show us poor quality without his direction. Would you be mad or disappointed if Negan dies a heroic death against the Whisperers? I just don't see how we can lose Negan. I wouldn't be mad or disappointed. I think losing Negan, though, would be disappointing in a way. It depends on when. It depends on how. Seeing as the events right now, I think he should last at least another season. Hey, Ronnie, thoughts on the Savior DJ? Will he get the issue 186 death? DJ was with Laura taking Magna to Hilltop. That's way too early to tell. I think that's way. I kind of feel like we're just picking people now that we know. We might not even get, we don't have a Dwight character anymore, obviously. So is anyone going to get that death? I think they're going to remix it into a different way. It might be Daryl, but instead he gets, banned or some shit like that. I just feel like it's way too early to start picking who might get that, considering they could start developing that character with explosive personality in that season, and we won't even see it till then. They'll have the setup, but it won't be so clear, Do you think they will either bring Rick back in the final movie of the trilogy or end the whole Walking Dead story there and bring him back and carry the show on with him? At this point in time, it's really difficult to tell because he did leave for his family and things could change. Let's just say his family is just like, yeah, we want to live in the U.S. now. That changes everything because then he could be like, oh, all right, well, let's fucking renegotiate. I kind of feel like with cable, that's more important to focus on. Advertisers and money and the future of streaming, I think that's more important. If they can make more money by making or more money or better money or more stable money by making stuff for their own streaming service. I think that's where the future is headed for The Walking Dead. And again, you don't think in structure of a TV show. Think about the TV show carries on and then in some way intertwines with the movie series, where instead of having Rick come back to the TV show, you see characters go into the movie universe with Rick, or they conclude it in the movie universe. Imagine if their main goal is to slowly do away with the Walking Dead original show and incorporate that show into the movie universe. So instead, and it would be weird, and it would be the first time I think in television history, and this might be weird now because we're new with the streaming. Not new, you know what I mean? But we're new with cable TV dying and then streaming rising. So you could see The Walking Dead be the first of many to go this direction where they have a TV show and it's not dying out. It's actually transitioning from one platform to the next. One platform being the old way of, specific time, a specific day, yada, 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 branching over or morphing over into a platform where you don't need a time, you don't need a day. It doesn't always have to be Sunday night at 9 o'clock. No, you could just go, we're putting this out on like a movie schedule. When would it work? When could we drop it? And then instead of getting 16 episodes of The Walking Dead, we can get mini movies or mini episodes in a whole new way. They could do a year of The Walking Dead, and again, this is brainstorming all the radical different possibilities by cutting down the cable show the way they have it, and beefing up the streaming service where it's not an add-on. Right now it's an add-on, and I don't think that's a good idea. I think it needs to be separate. I don't want an add-on to AMC. I don't give a shit what you put on it. I want its own thing with exclusive content, in-depth content, good content, Put that up with a whole bunch of different cool shit on there. Put The Walking Dead on there, and then charge people $3 or $4 a month or whatever you figure out for that. Because you can have 5 episodes, take a few months off, have 5 episodes, take a few months off, have 5 episodes, and that could be your schedule. And you're running out this new type of thing that's still the characters, it's still the story, but it's not the structured 16 episodes as the old cable structure. You get what I'm saying? I think that is more important than focusing on the actors and what they choose to do and this, that, and the third. Because keep in mind, if they weren't comfortable with doing the movies and stuff like that, if Andrew Lincoln wanted to leave, he was leaving, Are you going to watch The Passage? I got to look that up. I don't think I know anything about that. You guys might have mentioned it before and I forgot to check it out, to be honest. The only 2 Predator movies worth watching are the first 2 that were made. I enjoy Predators for the Predator. I enjoy the Predator 2018 a little bit for some Predator stuff. I like some of the People stuff, just not as a Predator movie. You know what I mean? If Tara survives, we riot. Yeah, imagine she's the last woman standing. Did you have a nickname in high school? I don't think so. Did you see the trailer for the 2nd season of The Punisher? If so, what did you think of it? Sorry if the question was already asked. I just got here. No, I did see that. No one asked yet, but I did see that, and that looks good. I heard some shit about it that made it seem like it was this social justice warrior nonsense, but the trailer looks good, and I'm excited for that. And I love The Punisher, so I can't wait. Hey, Ronnie, do you think they could ever do a psychopathic killer in the group story like they did in the comics at the prison? Yeah, I think it would fit better with the Commonwealth storyline. I think that would actually be really interesting. Imagine with that kind of new, not new, but you have that kind of structure, that kind of order, that kind of return to normalcy, and then you have a serial killer in the mix. But I don't want them to do that because we have a serial killer in Doomsday Kingdom. I don't want that at all. I've talked about that character for so long, and it is, it's important to a specific chunk of this story that I don't want to have to go and rewrite it. And he's not coming for a little while yet, so I don't want, I don't want it to come out and then people just be like, oh yeah, you put it in there because of this. No, fuckers. Did you ever see Freaks and Geeks? A damn shame it was canceled. No, I didn't. I'm going to read this because it's a compliment. Joshua Jordan says, "Hey, Ronnie, what's up, man? I just wanted to say I'm really loving everything you've done as of late, dude. Been around forever. I'm really impressed with all the growth. Love you, man." Well, I really appreciate that. I hope you guys are taking notice some of the things I've been talking about that I can't wait to get to. It's slowly coming, but we're here. We have the daily Monday through Friday gaming uploads on Ronnie Hayes. Typical Juju's next. That's my daughter's channel. The umbrella idea is we get MAPP started down that schedule with the polished uploads, and then live streams, obviously, and then we have the Ronnie Hayes channel for a whole bunch of randomness. It's a lot of content, sometimes a ton. There you might find 4 or 5 videos a day on that, because there's a backlog of content for that channel that I wanted to do 6 months ago, and I just put it off for numerous reasons. Internet was an issue, this was an issue, that was an issue, but we're finally there where that's getting pumped out. I think we're on our 2nd week. Yeah, it's the new year, 13 days into the new year. We already got that channel going. My daughter's channel is next, where we got 1 weekly video just for starts, and then that other gaming channel that's kind of like under the MAPP umbrella. See where that goes, see how you guys feel about that, see what other kind of new content. I'm not running that though, it's just kind of like in partnership, you know what I mean? So don't tell me what you want over there. Just see what he puts over there and see if you like it or not. But the focus is going to be on gaming, so. But I really appreciate that, and I can't wait to get to some of those more polished videos. Those are so fun. Some of them I even enjoy watching back, like my own videos. Doomsday Kingdom updates. I covered it in the beginning of this live stream, but right now we're shipping orders. That's our current state, and behind that, in between doing that, we are also in process of. Wow, that was loud. Is that necessary? We are in the process of making issues 4 and 5. And that is... Alright, what in the world are you doing? Alright, yeah, that's in the process of making issues 4 and 5. As far as the artwork and script getting out there and everything. Ironic, can walkers bite hard but die from a kick to the head? So inconsistent. Yeah, that's a problem I had that I wanted to touch up with Doomsday Kingdom. Like, you can't just walk up to a creep in Doomsday Kingdom and just stab them through the skull, because I want the skulls to be difficult to penetrate, more like a real skull. And I feel like it gives it more tension. Like, you can't just stomp and explode a zombie's head in Doomsday Kingdom. And again, I'm not pulling things saying, this is better than that. I'm pulling things saying, as a fan, I think it has more tension. I think it's more brutal if it is difficult like that. If it's not just like a jello head where you're stabbing everybody. Imagine having 10 zombies around, and you get, in one universe, you could just simply stab through every skull, take a street sign and just jam it, and it magically goes through a skull. And then in the other universe, you have somebody who takes a knife, they go to stab him in his skull, and the knife hits and then slides. It slices the head open, but it doesn't penetrate the skull. He's got to either poke it in a specific spot, like the eyes, or something like that, or like a street sign. If he was to jam it into a walker's head or a staff, it just hits them, or not walker, but a creep. It just hits them, and it doesn't like go through the zombie's head. So for me, I find it adds to the story, and that's why I wanted to add that into the universe of Doomsday Kingdom. Mohan Singhal with a $5 dono. Ronnie, what's your favorite car? Damn, I don't have one. I've never owned a new car. I've never owned a new car. I only buy what I can afford, and I can afford I've never had a car 2000 and up. I'm rolling around in like a 98 beater, but I bought it cheap as hell, and it had low miles and only had one owner. It was one of my ex-girlfriend's grandparents' car. They were getting rid of it, and they got a new car, and it was just kind of there. And I was like, well, shit, I'm rolling around in a beater. So I paid $2,000 for that, and it was like it was a Toyota with like 70,000 miles. It was a deal of a lifetime. There's no way I was going to pass that up. I think I only had like $1,200 too. I borrowed a couple $100 off my grandfather and then turned around and paid him right back quick because I don't like owing. But as a favorite car, I wrote a name down of a car I saw and I was like, yo, that looks boss. And it was like $50,000 or $55,000. And I was like, man, that's, man, I gotta rob a bank. Also, you'd look so cool with a bird on your shoulder, maybe a yellow crested cockadoo. Look it up, they're cool. I'll have to look that up. I don't know about having a bird on my shoulder. With my luck, it'll shit all over him, we got other donos. Let me make sure we don't miss the super chats coming in. Damn, we have more comments than I thought we had. Dude, guys, with a $2 dono, I'm making more videos now. Had to shake off beer. Yeah, that's the thing. People want to know they can tune in and watch, especially for channels, channel growth, newer channels and stuff like that. Even channels that are established and stuff. Like, even though I have 100K now, taking time off hurts the channel a lot. And it's not just that people are like, screw you. I'm talking about technically behind the scenes with the algorithm. You take some time off and YouTube just pushes your recommendeds back. And because of that, you become less irrelevant. People, forget about you. They don't click on you. And I'm not talking about people who, like, there's a number of channels I really enjoy. And if they stop making videos for a month or I stop getting notifications, it would eventually click and I'd be like, oh, wait a minute, what about yada, yada, yada. But there's a lot of people who just watch who, and I don't say this in a mean way, but they just don't care about me, And I'm not saying that in a mean way, like, you should care about me. No, they're here for the specific Walking Dead content. Like, that's what they enjoy. So, if YouTube doesn't put it in front of them, it might be a few months, and then they're going to be like, wait, The Walking Dead's back. Where's that review guy? You know what I'm saying? So, behind the scenes, it's important to keep the content flowing out. Mohan Singhal with another $5 dono. Do you feel like it's harder to write original and intriguing stories for Doomsday Kingdom because there's a lot of crazy shit like the Whispers in The Walking Dead already? This is tricky. I think it is hard yet easy at the same time. Hard in moments and then easy. Hard and disappointing just because sometimes you'll come up with an idea. And this is similar to the Whispers. I don't know how many are new here, but I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass when I say a year before, I think it was a year before, maybe it was like 8 months or 9 months before the Whispers came out in the comic. I talked about the Doomsday Kingdom that I wanted to do. I think I called it Dead Living back then just because I didn't do all the legal work for the name Doomsday Kingdom. We're talking about copyrights and trademarks and shit like that. So I didn't want to put the official name out there until I got all that done. But I was using the working title Dead Living, and if you look it up, the video is still on the channel. The date is still there. Everything's still there. And it was like 9 months or 10 months before, and I talked about how the one group had zombie shields with zombies on them, and there was a border with heads on it, and it wasn't like in the middle of a field, but it was in the beginning of woods. So you'd have the tree line, and in the beginning of the tree line were those two poles with heads on it, and it says do not enter. If the dead don't get you, we will, or something like that. If you go back and watch that, I talked about something that was strikingly like on the money. Like, it's insane how close that was to the Whisper storyline. And again, that's like 9 months before it was revealed in the comic. So there's no way you're guessing that. There's no way. It's not like an easy prediction. But I talked about that being a part of the story, and I was a little bit, not frustrated, not mad, but you are a little bit like, oh, you're kind of hurt because it's now you got to change it because no one's going to believe you except for that, 1,000, 2,000 people that watch that video. No one's going to believe you. The majority aren't going to care. They're not going to, even if you did it first or it talked about it first, no one's going to care. So there's parts where when it comes out in a movie or a show or something, and it is kind of like a blow. It's like, oh, I had that idea. It was so good. I just didn't release it yet. But part of it that makes it easy is I can look at what is out now and how they do it and what they do and what's the rules and law in that universe behind it. and then I could tweak it to make sure it's not similar. There's things I've changed, there's things I've cut out of my comic that are just too similar. I made it a point. I think we did have a cop character early on, and I made it. Well, I don't know if it was a cop. It was someone that is like in a position of power. It was one of those roles, and I made it a point to make sure we didn't have characters like that just because of similarities. You know what I'm saying? So, again, it has moments where it's difficult, moments where it's easy. Let's get down here fresh. I think I'm getting behind on comments. I think somebody made a mistake. It's big Reddit out. A $400 dono. Oh my god, I feel terrible. I feel like somebody meant to put like $4 or $40 and they screwed it up. I don't remember seeing a bright red one. I hope that's not a... Yeah, see how everyone's like blue and green? I hope somebody didn't make a mistake. If you did, I'm sure YouTube can correct it or something if you go right into it. Because it doesn't even show a name. Yeah, I really hope... Yeah, reach out to me if that was an error and you can't figure out how to get in touch with YouTube or something to correct that. Because I don't want anyone donating that high off a mistake. That looks terrible. That's probably, I bet you any money, that's like a $40 dono that it got accidentally put through as higher up, because it says 400. Yeah, if that was a mistake, just let me know. We can get in touch with YouTube somehow. I'm sure there's a way. Dude, guys, I'm making more videos now. Had to shake off beer. $2 dono. Okay, so let's get caught up here. Kang said Morton had to work with a dialect coach. Yeah, we talked about that. What kind of accent does Alpha have? I've always wondered what she would sound like. Listen, they might make her real, like, country sounding. I'm wondering, because what other dialect are they going to give her, you know? What are you getting back? I mean, it could be anything, but it makes me wonder. Maybe it's that country twang to her, you know. It would fit kind of that area. Because people move, and she could have relocated from farther down south. Are we getting back to The Last of Us and finishing that before the new game comes out? Last of Us 2, definitely before that. We are doing The Last of Us, as long as everything goes the way I want it to. I'm hoping we do The Last of Us before we get into The Walking Dead, the Clementine story. I would like to get The Last of Us finished, and then, because we're over halfway done with that, and then get the Clementine story done, the Michonne story in that universe. There's a add-on story. We'll get that done too. That way, all the Walking Dead in that universe is done with, and then we're gonna move on to some fresher content. I will have to tell you right now. I just thought of it. We will have an interruption at the end of this month. We're going to be playing Resident Evil. That will be coming out. It'll be like first impressions will be on this channel, and I think a lot of the other gameplay, if it's daily videos, I don't know. It depends on the gameplay and how interesting it is. They'll probably be on the Ronnie Hayes channel, but the main impressions review will be on this channel. Sorry to bother you, but Ronnie, you missed one of my 2 super chats. It's not a bother at all, brother. Don't even worry about it. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look on my screen here. Alright, that's weird. Why is it all blacked out? Alright, there must be something going on with the super chat system. It's not showing me on the main page. Let's scroll up though. Got that one. Got that one. That one's retracted. Yeah, it's not showing me any earlier. Let me see if this updates to my left and I'll get to them. I hate leaving anything open like that, though. Or let me know if we got, because I know I scrolled back up before. Maybe that was an old comment. Let me know if you got to that, if we got to them. When I upload Doomsday Kingdom movie, do I need to put fan fiction in front of the title, or can it be in the? It could be at the back of it, as long as it's there. I don't think that matters. I think it's preference, front, back. I think back is fine. My goal is to make the DK movie seem like it could exist in the comic world, but I'll put fan fiction in the title. It won't do anything to the copyright. I just want it to fit. Yeah, fan fiction is like, copyright free or something. You know what I mean? As long as you're not making, Star Wars movies and then selling it online and shit. You know what I'm saying? Wait, red is for anything over $100? You're trolling me. Let me see. So did the 400 go through? It's all black. It's not blacked out, but it's all clear. Like there's nothing on my super chat. It just has one from Dude Guys and then Mohan Singhal, but it won't let me scroll down. I'm afraid to refresh it. I'm afraid of messing it up. Probably meant $4 to do shit and bricks, laugh out loud. Was it spam, which is better, Friends or Seinfeld? I can't see any messages about that. Ray Ronnie, did you hear about The Walking Dead getting... Wait, where'd your comment go? See what happened? Why did it do that? Am I missing it? Alright, here. Walking Dead getting renewed for Season 10. I didn't hear anything about it, but I wouldn't be surprised. We already know there's plans for 3 more years because they made contracts for 3 years. We talked about that, but I can't see them officially announce. Officially. They unofficially announced it months ago. But officially, I think they'd probably wait for the coming con. What's the next con? Is it New York? No, chargeback is different on YouTube than it is on PayPal. I know with Twitch, you can like donate somebody and then 5 months later be like, I want that money back, and PayPal just clears it or Twitch clears it or something, which I find ridiculous. I'm not on Twitch, so I can't say like I'm not biased. I'm not getting that money. I just think that's silly. I know with YouTube, it's more of a locked in thing. Obviously, if there was some type of mistake, I'm sure that could be corrected. I wouldn't keep money, especially $400 if it was a legitimate mistake. I'm not even, I wouldn't even, no, not at all. I wouldn't even keep $4 if it was a mistake and they were like, it was supposed to be 40 cents. I wouldn't care. But YouTube, it is a little more locked in, or a lot more locked in than Twitch, from what I hear. I'm not on Twitch. Dude Guy said he shouldn't have retracted that message. There was a message. I am really interested to see what it says, man. Oh, hold on. I'm getting updates here. We got Dude Guys, Mohan Singhal, what's your favorite car? Dude Guys, I'm making more videos now. How to shake off beer. Mohan Singhal, do you feel like it's harder to write? Okay, we got that one. Yeah, the message is retracted. There's no information at all. Thank you, man. The back of the title would be so much better. So the title of the video will be Doomsday Kingdom Alone or Dead Fan Fiction. Thank you very much, Dude Guys, with another $5 dono. Mohan Singhal with a $5 dono. It's so stupid that the proceeds generated from super chats are only partially given to the creators, as if YouTube doesn't get enough from ad revenue. Yeah, that is a little bit silly. I think they take 30% or something. What is it? That is a bit silly, but I ain't worried about it too much, because coming up soon we're going to have the donations coming in direct. I don't know if YouTube can punish you for that, but yeah, them taking 30% is kind of like, ouch, bro. That's an ouch. Is there any more information on that big dono? Like, if that is a legit dono, I want to, say thank you 1,000 and 10,000 times. I don't want to just be like, it's $400. Thanks, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a dick, but if it's a mistake, I also want to know. Somebody said they had a comment. I really want to know if that was legit. Ronnie, did you hear about the Walking Dead? Yeah, okay. Okay, I already got that. It was me, Joshua Jordan. I'm trying to fix it. Red backdrop, message retracted with no name. That's some creepy dark web shit. Yeah. They said they wanted you to have $400. They said it. Yeah, I'm trying to look for that comment. I can't see it, though. All I see is Doom to the Kingdom. Samantha Morton is hot. Hope it gets fixed. Oh, my God. I'm sure on the back end, on this front end, there's no... it doesn't show me who sent it. It doesn't show me what they said. I'm sure on the back end, though, if it's a legit issue, we can look on the back end and get the person's name and the channel name. I can shoot out an email to YouTube. They have all that. They don't let us control any of that. So they definitely have it logged somewhere. In which movie was Black Widow hottest? I have no idea. The one where she's got curly hair, maybe? Quick warning that Michonne's story sucked. Oh, that stinks. Samantha Morton staring at her whisperers when they walk up to her is eerily and weirdly sexy as hell. It is. Especially when she shushes them. He's trying to fix it, poor Joshua. Do you think Dwight was miscast? Josh, I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'm pretty sure YouTube has a way to correct that, bro. If you really put in if that's really you. Yeah, I see it, Joshua. I see it, buddy. Talk to me, buddy. Talk to me. Joshua's saying, sorry for the caps, but can anyone see me? I did the 400, and I'm trying to talk to Ronnie, but no one seems to see me. I see you, brother. Speak to us. We can help you out. Speak up. Mohan Singhal, it's so stupid. All right. I want to make sure we're up to date. Do you think the Whisperers will speak using the broken down dialect like in the comics? Or will they skip that since the Junkyard people talked weird? Listen, I know people keep saying this, and I know the Whisperers did kind of speak in a direct manner, but I don't think it's anything at all like the Junkyard people. The Junkyard people was really weird. Remember? Go to the up or some shit like that. That's weird. The Whisperers didn't really talk like that. There was only a couple times where they said something that was creepy and not like a real full sentence. Like, we whisper and the dead don't mind. Just simple, direct, and right to the point, but creepy. So I don't think there's going to be any issues whatsoever with those two groups having a weird way of speaking. Here's my hot take. Negan should be killed off the show this season. Thoughts? No, if Negan was going to be killed off the show, it should have been Maggie. It should have been with Lucille. Just like Glenn was beaten. She should have dragged him out of the jail cell or beat him to death in the jail cell with Lucille on his knees, just like Glenn, or maybe even taken him. That's better. She takes him to where he beat Glenn to death. She beats him to death, and because of that, she's so haunted, you know what I mean, by what she did. She's not like him. It affected her, and that's why she had to leave with Georgie. If they were going to kill him, I think outside of Maggie and Rick, that's terrible, unless it's way down the line and they go in some different direction with it. That would be cool. But this season, I think that's too soon. Commonwealth will never work in the show. I think the Commonwealth is going to be tricky in the show. I really do. Do you think they need to include the rapey stuff in the TV Whisperers, or will they breeze over that completely? No, I think they have to include it. It was a nice message. Sorry for the caps, but okay, I already read that one. I'm sure you commented again. Rick would have come back. Michonne doesn't have a daughter in the show. Too much is different. I agree. Commonwealth won't work in the show. AMC would never increase the budget to do Commonwealth properly. Well, here's the good thing about the budget, though. And the good thing about Commonwealth being more of a functioning society, it's easier to fake. It's way easier to fake a running society, filming a running society, than it is to, make a running society look post-apocalyptic. Listen, it's no accident that a lot of Walking Dead stuff is wooded areas or tarps on fences covering. If you really look, there's a lot of scenes that are purposefully shot in a way where you don't get these sweeping landscapes unless it's woods or stuff like that. You'll get the occasional scan through, a city or skyscraper, but there are only a few and far between these images, like in the season 9 premiere. You see the whole Capitol building and all that, and whoop-de-whoop. They don't do that all the time. It's not like The Last of Us, where it's a video game and you can render those images, and they're in and out of cities and different. I mean, the landscape in The Last of Us is so wow because it's a video game, and it's so expensive for AMC to try to film it in The Walking Dead if it was like that. But with the Commonwealth being a functioning society that's not going to look like it's the apocalypse, it's supposed to look like the old world, that's going to be hella easy. You know what I'm saying? You just film something that's already there, like pick an area that's already established, or they don't have to build it like specifically like the hilltop or this, and this. You can film it with a bunch of extras. It'll probably be cheaper than having to do some post-apocalyptic looking city that's all destroyed and whatnot. Just my thoughts and opinions right off the head. I think it could work, but I don't think the story itself has enough oomph yet for the show to really hook people in. Have you seen the Vader fan film? I heard about it. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, Jordan, if you're still trying to reach out to me, at Make a Path Presents, that at symbol, and it highlights. Anyone else messaging me too for the live stream, that's the easiest way for me to see your comment. Can you start at 9 p.m. on non-Walking Dead days? Not all the time. Sometimes we will be doing that. I think this next week coming up, I might have to do that. Yes, but I put in $5 and I don't know what happened. Wait, you put in $5 and it said 400? Damn, brother. That's some crazy shit right there. Did it go through though, or was it because it's all redded out, message retracted? Did it go through or what? Hey Ronnie, what do you want to get a prequel spin-off on the show besides Negan? Because if it went through and you're having problems with it, just let me know and I'll look up to see what I can do on my end to say, hey, this is a mistake, and just have that sent back. Given I don't think it's going to be in the next 5 minutes. I've never had that issue. So I would have to see. Hey, Ronnie, who do you want to get a prequel spin-off on the show? Where do those questions go? Why does YouTube do this? It just like skips down a bunch. Thoughts on if Glenn lived instead of Daryl? I think it would have impacted this story in a weird way, especially for the Maggie character and her story arc. But I think it would have been, in a weird way, rejuvenating to the fan base and the storyline. But it had to have happened that night of the finale, not the next, season coming up. I think that would have been a whole new level of wow. Thoughts on Michonne talking to herself in the past and now? We've seen her do it in Season 3 and now in Season 9. What's going on with her? Has she gone mental? No, I kind of feel like they're bringing in more of Comic Michonne's storyline the way it was in the prison. Excuse me. And I think it's to show how much emotional damage she's gone through. But I don't think it's to make her go Morgan, Do you think a TV show that airs a new episode once a month would be successful? Yes, it depends on what kind of show. We're moving in a whole new territory with streaming and with everything else, and I think the world of possibilities is open. You can have a successful show as long as there is revenue that's coming in that can support that. Like if you had, let's picture Game of Thrones right now. If it was on HBO once a month, I would have HBO right now for it. I mean, hell, I have HBO right now. And I got HBO for Game of Thrones. But the service is so easy to deal with, I kept it. That's what AMC needs to do. They need to replicate that where it's on, it's easy. I needed internet access and a password. That's it. I create a profile. I have internet access. I can go to the coffee shop. I can go to a family's house. I have my HBO on any device as long as I sign in. That is, do you know how easy that is? That's a winning formula right there. Now, I got HBO, waiting for the Game of Thrones to come back. Westworld, I hear about this show. I have HBO, I'm going to watch it. Or if I'm in the mood, eating pizza one weekend and I'm like, I want to watch some old Sopranos, I watch that. And it's not expensive. I mean, I forget, I think it's only like $14 a month or something like that. And if you get enough out of it, if you don't watch it but once every 6 months or 8 months, yeah, you're wasting your money. But if you watch it every now and then, that's what AMC needs to do. They need to, not this add-on bullshit that they want to do. I think if I want AMC right now, even though I have AMC right now, I can't get AMC right now. The add-on. Do you know why? Because our cable is included into the rent the way it's set up. It's a separate utility that's separately connected. We have an account with them, but it doesn't connect for whatever reason. When I looked into doing add-ons and all that, because when you look up our account, if I call them and have an issue with the cable, they can look at our account, but it's under the complex's name, not ours. So if I signed in for AMC for stuff like that, I can't use my thing. I tried it when they showed like extra trailers and shit. Remember, behind the scenes stuff. And it won't show up because it's under the complexes. Unless maybe I could have used the complex's name, but I don't know. I sent the PayPal. Ooh, thank you very much for letting me know. I accidentally shut off my PayPal. I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to leave it on. I don't know why I did that. I'm an idiot. I said, yeah, send directly to PayPal is a huge help. And then I shut my PayPal notification off. Wow, I'm a winner. I must have got to 120,000 subs on accident. I tell you that. I got a donation, generous donation from Wait, nope, that's the wrong person. Hold on. There we go. There you are. Spin. Dono came in from Spin on PayPal. This is Spin just because I love you, and so does the MAPP family. The Walking Dead for life. Actually, it cut off after that. It's showing me my brother's message. What are you doing? What are you doing, PayPal? The Walking Dead is life. Yeah, I had that right. Thank you very much for the dono, Spin. I appreciate that. What's up with the Ronnie Hayes channel? Only 20 or so vids. Need more hilarious entertainment, bro. Yeah, I mean, this is the new year. That channel is going to have 300 videos by the end of the year, I would imagine. We're doing daily, Monday through Friday, for the most part. There's going to be some days where you get 3 or 4 videos. There's going to be a day or two where it skips a video just because of the backlog. And, if certain videos are time sensitive, like with the Resident Evil, if I do 3 or 4 run-throughs, gameplays in a day, I'm not going to wait and not put them out just to have a video every day. I'm going to put all 4 out for you guys just because it's a hot, new, fresh game. If it's something like Fortnite, it's the Fortnite is all the same. The gameplay is what makes it different. So it doesn't matter if I upload that on Monday, Tuesday, or Friday because you playing the game is what makes it different, Got DD Gaming in the chat. Go fuck yourself. You're going to be given Dome. What? Wow, bro. That's too much info. Do you think... Yeah, Rick owes Michonne alimony. Fucking right. What's up with the Ronnie Hayes? I already read that. What do you think were the show's worst castings? I think Beth was one. I don't think it was a terrible casting for an extra. I think the way they propped the character up into the forefront... maybe it wasn't just the actress, but it was the character itself and the actress's personality. Just, I don't know, it felt a bit off. Not terrible where it was an issue, but I do feel like The Walking Dead has casting that's pretty much on point. For the most part, it's really good. There's a few that are iffy, but for the most part, the casting is pretty damn good. Do you think The Walking Dead will go into more detail on Beta's love for Alpha than they do in the comics? A little bit, but I don't think they're going to go crazy with it. Did you hear about Jeff Benzo's divorce? I have no idea who that is. Should I know who that is? I'm new and subscribe to your channel. Thank you very much, Boris, for the support. I appreciate that. What time is it? 400 in red, still up top left on screen. It's not on mine anymore. Yeah, it's not on mine anymore. Is it still up there? I can honestly say that although I like Beta better in the comics, I'm looking more forward to Samantha Morton's Alpha in the show. What about you? That's tough, man. I love Opie. You know what I'm saying? So that's tough. I'm excited for both of them. Hardcore. For show. I DM'd you an edited picture that I made of your idea of Rick sitting in the church thinking about the clearing in 701. Did you really? Where did you send it? The whole point of the border is to affect everybody. Reducing the amount of people on it would do nothing. Oh, someone mentioned reducing the amount. That's right on the money. That's what I said before. The point of the border is to affect everybody in every community. Every community needs to be affected by the border or else it's pointless. Well, not pointless. It's pointless for what they were trying to do with bringing the people back together. Ronnie, what zombie universes would you think could realistically cross over with each other and swap characters from other properties organically in terms of story, old and recent? That's tough. That is tough because a lot of them are so different, you know? Can't pick I Am Legend because that's fucking vampires. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I swear to God. Anyone say it's zombies, I'll come to your house tonight and I'll fucking beat your ass. Last of Us is these weird, you know, clicker creature things. You got, you know, 28 Days Later where they run. You got other shit where they start adapting, you know, personalities, and one's a fucking gas station attendant who wants to save other zombies. Like, holy fuck, Romero. Put the acid down. Like, for the love of all that is holy in this genre. No, man. So it's difficult. It's tricky. I don't think any of them can be crossed over organically without some type of explaining, you know, why there's differences. So if they do a Pike border scene in season finale, do you think they will have at least 10 characters or more regardless of their importance on the show? Yeah, there's definitely got to be enough. It's got to be big. It's got to be brutal. Wouldn't that be funny if our group of survivors found a mall cop thriving in the world? Yeah, sure. Ronnie, okay. Do it. Hit 4. Hold on, Joshua. I missed your message. Ronnie, okay. Do it. Hit for the 400, but I didn't have that, so it took what I had thought. Jackasses, laugh out loud. Any suggestions, please, and thank you. Ronnie, okay. Do it. Hit for the 400, but I didn't have that, so it took what I had thought. Jackasses. So you didn't have 400 in your account, and it just took everything you had in your account? Yeah, contact YouTube immediately. The customer support stuff, like I said, it's going to be annoying. It might be a few days. You'll probably be holding funds, transferring funds, but contact them right away. I'm also, and I'm taking your word for it. I'm assuming you're not a troll and you're really the person who did the dono, right? I mean, other people saw the name, I guess, at first. So if they can verify you're, the legit person, because it's not going to be like they're going to hand you the money. They're going to hand it to whoever put it in. So if it's connected to their card, it's going to go right back to them, unless you're trolling. But I'm assuming you're the same person that put it in. Yeah, I would say contact the YouTube help. There's got to be a YouTube help thing, and it should have the right department there. And I wrote down your name, and I'm going to contact them too to go on my back end and see if I can isolate the individual super chats. I know I can, but I don't know what information I could pull from them, and then I can contact my YouTube rep and talk to them about it. Because I have a YouTube rep, but I don't bother them much, just with small things like, can we kick the Logan Paul off of YouTube? Just little issues like that. Doomsday Kingdom movie will be released within the next 6 months, so between January and June of 2019. You have my word. Can't wait to get it done. Excited to see it come out, brother. Excited to see it come out. I thought the casting of the governor was on point. Yeah, I love Beth. Oh, well, Ronnie, I'm not mad at you. Yeah, I don't mind if people like Beth. I get it, but she just, I felt like it was a character that was a background character that they propped up into the foreground for no other reason other than to connect it to them going to Alexandria, and I didn't feel like all that was necessary. Not with that character. How do you feel about the idea of Carl and Sophia in the next few years of the comics around issue 210-ish? Being an item, I don't want to have this teenage love back and forth. I'm cool with them being what they are for right now. Besides, Lydia threw down. You know what I mean? She earned her place, and she's slowly developing. But, I mean, once Kirkman comes around and finally figures out what he's doing with Carl and Lydia, that could be a cool, build-up for that character. So I'm hoping they do something interesting and not just have a love triangle. I still have the red 400 FYI. Y'all discussing that just now, 9:58. That 9:58's got to be your time, because that's not my time at all. My time is midnight. But I'm not sure what you're saying. I would give you $1,000 if I had it, but I'm broke after Christmas. Oh, I feel you on that. Don't even worry about it. I appreciate it. Good night, bro. You're awesome. Thanks for the great stream. Night, you guys. Yes, Red, $400 is still up. All right. Yeah, I'm going to contact my YouTube rep. Try to work that out. It was Zombies in I Am Legend. Super Videos Entertainment, I'm fucking beating your ass. I'm going to find you. I'm going to beat your ass. It was not. That was a gimmick. It was zombies, but they decided to cash in on the zombie. It was vampires. Oh my God. But they decided to cash in on the zombie fans and the vampire fans, and they just made it a mutant. What's the last thing Juliet roasted you about? She roasts me every day. Every day this kid's trying to put a zinger by me. I think the other day I said something like, don't watch that degenerate YouTuber. And Juliet was like, whoa, you? I was like, oh, sick burns, kiddo. Sick burns. Has being a YouTuber enhanced or worsened your experiences for watching The Walking Dead? I think some of it enhanced it and some of it definitely hurt it. Absolutely. You get people trying to give you spoilers that you don't want to hear. You see things you don't want to see, or comments, and not only that is discussing it and deep diving some things. There's some stuff that gets warped, but there's also a lot of other enjoyment. You know what I mean? Having that vent, having that outlet, having that community to discuss something you love. There's nothing worse than seeing, like, remember, there's got to be a time where you saw that movie, or it's that thing, or that something, or that song, or anything, and you just, the first thing you want to do is, like, I got to share this with someone. I got to talk to someone about this. Like, holy shit, I need to know. I just want to be invested more, whether it's talking to people or sharing the experience. There's been plenty of times where, I've seen a great movie and I was like, yo, this is so good. I remember when I saw Saw the first time. I was living in an apartment complex and my brother lived like across the street or something. And I remember it was late. I got home from the bar at like 2 in the morning. I forget what happened, but I ended up watching it at like 5 in the morning, and I stayed up. I thought I was going to watch it and fall asleep. And that's weird. I felt like I had a cut on the inside of my lip, but I guess I didn't. I don't know what that was. And then next thing you know, 6:30 in the morning, I'm running over to my brother's. He's getting up, getting ready for work and shit. He worked days, I worked nights at that time, and I was like, listen, bro, you need to watch this movie. This movie was on point. I think I rented it from like Blockbuster or something, so I gave him the movie. So it has that benefit, but it also has some downsides to it as well. XL with a $2 dono. Best and scariest zombies between the Walking Dead got and World War Z. Best and scariest zombies. See, this is tricky because... Let me see if I missed super chats. I think I might have missed some. I'm going to get to ones I missed. The best, in my opinion, design-wise, hands down, and I love the natural zombies, but design-wise, gotta go with The Last of Us, just for the clickers. The scariest, but then The Walking Dead would probably be under that, because the got zombies are cool, but you can tell a lot of the CGI, it takes you out of it. The practical effect walkers in The Walking Dead, that's my second pick because the clicker design is just so fucking cool, man. But the scariest would probably be the World War Z, if I'm being honest, just because they're fast, and that's if those rules applied in. If I was in that universe, it had to be the World War Z, because if it was GOT, I'd be in that universe and we'd have magic and fucking all this other crazy shit. So I feel like there's definitely a way to combat those zombies, even though that's scary shit. But it's kind of scary in a different way. The World War Z's would be terrifying in a way where I think it's just scary to imagine getting, eaten, ripped apart by doll teeth. That shit's like, what? Mohan Sengal, it's so stupid that okay, I did that. I thought I skipped it. Dude Guys with a $5 dono. In the movie, it will take place 2 years into the zombie apocalypse, and the characters will mostly refer to zombies as the dead ones, unless Geeks is important, ? No, Geeks isn't important. You can call them whatever you want, to be honest. I'm staying away from the zombies thing. I think that's what most zombie franchises should do, just because the zombie word now, when I hear it, I think of something comedic. I think of something that's silly, and I don't get that same vibe. But when you call it anything else, even if you don't even call it something, but you don't say zombie, I think that's, I don't know. For some reason, it works better for me. Mohan Sengal with a $5 dono. How would you have felt if they didn't kill Abe and had him take over as a leadership role in the Whisper of War? He'd make Alpha suck his nuts. I would be fine if they didn't kill Abe. I wanted to see him in All Out War. Whether he died in that, all right, but if he was in the Whisper of War, that would have been awesome. Imagine seeing Abe actually put his skills to use and be strategic with All Out War and then the Whisper of War and die in that in some type of way. Yo, that gets me excited. Jared Gross, $5 dono. Absolutely random, but I'm paying for an answer. Ha ha ha. I work at Jimmy John's and was wondering if you have one where you live. No, I've never heard of Jimmy John's, to be honest. But thank you very much for the dono. I will look it up, and if there's a Jimmy John's near me, I'm definitely checking it out. What is it? I like burgers. Is it a burger joint? Jimmy John's. But thank you very much, everyone, with the Super Chat support. We're going to be looking for the last few questions to end the night here. Jesse04 with a $10 dono coming in hot. Thanks for all the great Walking Dead content. Love listening to your videos when I'm at work. Your hard work is much appreciated. Shout out to the MAPP fan family Facebook I fucked that all up. Can I do that again? Take two. Shout out to the MAPP fan family on Facebook. Awesome. We got a member of the MAPP fan family on Facebook here. Thank you very much for the $10 dono. Absolutely appreciate your work. I get that a lot. And I wanted to make some longer discussion videos just for people who are listening to it at work. There's times where I'm cleaning the house and stuff, and I'll put on a long podcast or something. So I definitely know where you're coming from. But I appreciate the support from everybody tonight, hooking it up with the PayPal donos and the Super Chat support. It's weird how normal this show has felt without Rick. No shade, but the story is about to be the best in Season 6, and I'm fine without Rick not in it. See, I think the thing with me is, it's normal only for so long. Like, it's starting to get to a point now where I'm like, okay, when's Rick coming in? You know, because we've had moments without Rick. We've had some story without Rick. So I'm cool with it, but now I'm starting to get to the point where it's like, oh, where's Rick? You know, I'm still enjoying it. I'm just missing my favorite character, you know, the lead. Anyway, I do want to see what Joshua said. I think Josh said something. Don't make me smack you. I was trying to make sure you saw the compliment about your growth. It was me, dude. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. You can smack me if you want. You could try. You don't know where I live. I was just making sure. But please let me know if you get in touch with someone on YouTube in the next... I don't know if you're going to get in touch with them this quick, but let me know, definitely. Because I'm going to be ending the stream out, looking for the last few questions here. Ronnie, what do you think about them introducing Beta early? I'm not sure if I like that. I would prefer if he came out of nowhere in front of Negan like in the comics. Oh, I'm cool with a remix. I'm definitely cool with something like that. See, for me, the comic thing was kind of like... it fit the comic format and structure. So changing it up is fine. Hey Ronnie, I felt like the Whisper of War was a bit underwhelming in the comic. What's your take on it, and what would you change? I would change a lot. I agree it was underwhelming, and I would change the complete end of the Whisper of War. I felt like it was hyped up and built up to be something really insane and amazing, and then it just kind of petered out and died away in a fashion that we've seen already before. If Kirkham were to do something with Sophie and Carl, he would have to do something with something big with Lydia. I could see her going pretty insane at some point. See, and that's what I don't want. I don't want just crazy bitch, being a crazy bitch. They've already built her character. She made a stand with our survivors. Why just turn her into a crazy ex, Ronnie, frankly, I missed the old Walking Dead intro and want it back, obviously, with new character portraits. There needs to be a change in Season 10, man. Yeah, I missed the old one, too. I like the new one, but I do miss the old one. But, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You should type something on your keyboard, because that's some ASMR shit. Yeah, that's because my fucking keyboard is right next to the microphone. Are you guys falling asleep? I'm fingering my keyboard for you. As the 90% of guys in the chat just go, roll your eyes. All right, let's take the last couple questions. We're going to shut this down. Just because I heard something in the other room. I have a feeling my daughter's getting up, trying to sneak some extra time. She's got school tomorrow, so I want to make sure she's not sneaking extra time. Just wondering if you have some time to check out a part of my story and give your feedback. It's not going to be right away. It's not... I'm struggling getting enough time in the day just to get my stuff done. January's just hell. It's just hell. And it's a combination of things between the channels and the different work, but also shipping out the comic. Like, everything's here and time is up all at the same time. Not only that, but it's tax time on top of that, fixing the car and doing different things. Bro, now is just simply not the time. But coming up in a little bit, if you're serious about doing something, coming up in a little bit, holler back at me. Because I've had a few people where I spent time going over some things, and they just stopped writing. That's a bit frustrating. Where they're real hyped to do something, they really want to, blah, 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 blah. And then they were like, yeah, I'm no longer into it after you just spent hours, working with them on something. That gets a bit frustrating. But if you're still serious and a little bit doing something, we'll see where we are coming up. Jumping spiders are not cute. No spiders are cute. Not at all. Only if they jump out the window to their death. That's the only way they're cute. Hey, will you post a Pike prediction video anytime before The Walking Dead returns? Yes, we talked about that. It should be coming the end of this week or the following next week. It shouldn't be any later than that because The Walking Dead is close to coming back on. Please don't end the video before my last $5 chat is read. There's another... where is it at? Where's it at? Oh, there we go. Dude, guys, with a $5 dono for the release date. Is there a certain day you want me and you to plan ahead for you to free up your schedule and watch it? It'll be about 20 to 40 minutes. Oh, bro, there's no way I can make a schedule right now for something like 6 months away. I would say when it comes closer, hit me up. That would be the best thing to do. Definitely. Definitely. We could watch it on stream too, bro. When it comes out, we could all watch it on stream together, you know? Well, no, because then I don't want people to not hook you up with the view. We'll figure it out. When it's closer to release, we'll get it figured out. You know, the air freshener in your house sounds like a villain enemy in one of my favorite childhood games. Whenever I hear it, I'm on alert as if he's approaching me in real life. Yo, that shit is annoying, but my God, does it smell good. It's like cashmere. Fuck, it smells like strippers. I love it. Slow mode is on. Okay, so I'm sure very slow, but not quite that slow. Laugh out loud. I don't get that. Slow-mo is on, but it's only like 3 seconds, I think, so it's almost like non-existent. If it's longer than that, something's wrong, because it shouldn't be longer than that. Have you seen Polar Trailer, new Netflix movie? Yeah, I'm mixed about it, but I'm definitely going to check it out. Yeah, I definitely want to check it out. Why would you quit Fear when Dwight is going to be on there? Don't you want to see more of Dwight? Last season was weird how it ended, but I still am a fan of Fear. I watch it. Well, here, keep in mind, I'm done with Fear, but I'm still going to check it out eventually. I'm not like, oh, I'm shunning it. I'm just not reviewing it. I'm not doing videos for it like a live stream review. I'm not... scheduling my time to watch it when it's live. If I happen to have the time and it's out and I'm in the mood, I'll check out an episode. That's what I mean by I'm done with Fear. I'm not going out of my way for videos and stuff. I'm done with it, I'm just done. It's just not interesting. It feels like at this point they're just doing whatever they can to get people to watch it. The focus is no longer about telling a compelling and interesting story with interesting characters. It's what can we do to get people to watch our show? And I feel like it's just shining, right through it, and that sucks because it's just annoying. If you could pick one A-list actor from The Walking Dead to interview on this channel, who would you pick and why? It'd got to be Andrew Lincoln. Are you kidding me? He was, Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. That's why I'd pick him, and it's because The Walking Dead means so much to me, and hearing his thoughts and different things from the beginning of his journey in this franchise to where he is now, that would be one hell of a conversation. Norman Reedus would probably be another one because I've been a fan of his since the late 90s, you know what I mean? Before he was on The Walking Dead and popular as hell, he got mad popular from Boondock Saints, underground, like cult hit, And then there was a while where he could just walk into bars and places and not be bothered. One of my best friends met him at a bar in Vegas. He was just sitting there with the other guy from Boondock Saints, Sean Patrick Flannery. Is that his name? And I feel like I know his name, but I think I fucked it up. Anyway, they were at the bar, just them. My buddy walks up. He's like, oh my God, me and my friend are big Boondock Saints fans. I put him on to the movie, yada, yada, yada. And then... they let him take a picture. He said he was mad cool. Norman was so cool about it. And then he sent me the pic, and I was jealous. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch, So it'd probably be him, We interview, talk about different things from the past up until now, because I think that's so wild. Yeah. Mads Mikkelsen from Hannibal is in Polar. Yeah, that's his name. And it looks like a good popcorn. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that casting, though. I like that actor, but the casting and the tone, I don't know if it has a good mix, Yeah, Joshua Jordan. Supervids Entertainment got a good idea. You can hit up YouTube Help at Twitter. It's Team YouTube. See what they say about helping you out with that. I wish I could meet Lauren Cohan. Sorry for freaking out. I suck. Laugh out loud. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Yeah, we're going to shut this down. I appreciate everyone coming out and chit-chatting with me another week. I think this is our second weekend of 2019. Only the second weekend, but I'm really hoping after the January hecticness is done, the hectic shit in January, February, I really want to re-look at what we're doing with the channel. And not the channel, but the weekly live streams, and start reworking some of the structure, incorporating new things. Obviously, I'll probably wait until we're done reviewing The Walking Dead for Season 9. That's probably, now that I'm thinking about it, a smarter bet. But we can still put different ideas. And what I mean by that is I got some software, different things coming. I want to have an intro with an intro song. I want to be able to set up a phone line, take some calls, not every single weekend, but for some weekends. I want to be able to showcase different things, some videos, different topics. I want to have some more, things on screen that could pop up. Maybe if we have different topics we're going to get to, maybe it can be on screen for when we're talking about those topics. Some different stuff like that. So give me your ideas, but keep in mind, I just thought about it now. We might wait to incorporate some of those until we're done reviewing The Walking Dead. A lot of them are going to be for the downtime when The Walking Dead isn't on. We can take some calls from fans and stuff. And don't forget, we're also going to be doing, every once in a while, we'll have gameplays on the channel too. So for the weekly live stream. So anything you guys are interested in or requesting, or if you want reviewed, I know somebody wants a Predator thing reviewed, and they're sending that into the P.O. box in like a week or two. I don't know how long it's going to take. So just hit me up. You can find the P.O. box in the About section. The MAPP Mail videos, if it's just for MAPP Mail, not for like a figure review or something, those are going to be compiled and released probably at the end of the month. So we're going to be getting the schedule for the MAPP Mail videos as well. And hopefully 2018 will be a little bit better than 2019 will be better than 2018. 2018 was a clusterfuck, not just from us, but mainly YouTube. And when the ad revenue plummeted, that really fucked up a lot of shit. So I'm looking forward to 2019. I can't wait. So I'll see you guys here next Sunday. I'm going to shoot for 9:30 though. 9:30-ish. I will post in the community tab if it's 9:30 or the regular time 8:30. But I will post because we might have to go a little early next weekend. So thanks for the support, dude guys, with a final $2 dono. Tomorrow I'm uploading my 12 heads prediction video. I'm not watching it. Not to be rude or not. I already explained. I'm waiting. When I post mine, I'll look up other people and I'll see what they think. But you guys already know right from the jump. I already told you a couple hints that Tammy lady, the chick who argued with Maggie, I think she's a no-brainer. I would be shocked if she wasn't killed because that has a connection to Earl. They need Earl, and I think it brings her back into the story. They'll have her obviously back for something before it's done. So one of the kids, that's another one of my picks. One of the kids that what's his name got drunk with, Henry got drunk with. I think they should be, because it's a wake-up call with the kids, but also another another sting to the community. But I'll give you guys my full list coming up at the end of this week. But again, thank you so much for the support with the Super Chats, the direct donos to PayPal, obviously the Patreon support for everyone just hooking it up and not expecting anything in return, or a slow update on some type of special Patreon reward for that. Really appreciate the support there. And don't forget to subscribe to the other channels under the MAPP umbrella, and hopefully we'll have some different wide variety of fun stuff coming out this year. All right, I'm going to shut up. I love you guys as I search for the stop streaming button. Have a good night. Love yous.